I've played over 50 games with Valorant's brand new agent Gekko, and this is how you play him. Gekko is the newest initiator inside of the Valorant agent pool, and his util is amazing. Let's break down everything one by one. First off, he has moshpit, which is a brand new molly variant that we haven't really seen before. How his molly works is you throw it, and after 3 seconds, anyone inside of the pool of goop is dead. His molly could be used in very unique ways. Offensively, you could use it to kill people planting or defusing the spike. You could kill people out in the open, and you could throw it down in certain places to cut off that part of the map while your team takes space. And honestly, for defense, you could use it really similarly. After you plant the bomb, you could go get into a lineup and kill people trying to defuse. You could also hold back full team pushes. And the absolute big brain Giga Chad 5-head play with his molly is combining it with a fade seize to trap your enemies and get a ton of free kills. The best way I found use out of using his mollies is obviously just with lineups trying to get people off the bomb, as well as holding back full team pushes so my team could rotate over. Gekko's next piece of util is Wingman, and this little bro is the best thing to ever happen to Valorant. Not only can Wingman plant and defuse a spike, he can also clear space, concuss enemies, and be revived for a second life. When all of this was first announced, I made a hilarious tweet describing exactly how I feel about him. The first thing you could do with Wingman is planting and defusing, like I said. So 2 agents perfect for this is Sage and Harbor. Let's break them down. Sage has her wall that allows you to create space, hide behind it, and plant the spike perfectly. And Harbor has his perfect little bubble, the impenetrable shield, which lets little bro plant every time. These are especially useful on maps like Icebox, Ascent, Lotus. The second thing he could do is he's really good for clearing space and concussing your enemies. I personally like to use him how we used to use old Ray's Boombot, just throw him out, let him do his thing, and eventually get the res on him, that way we could use him more. While I play, I try to use both of his lives for both his util. I like to clear space, get the res, push onto site, and then use him to plant while I cover him. Gekko's third ability is Dizzy, and Dizzy is absolutely amazing. It is his signature ability, which is his blind. The best way to use Dizzy is to grab her and throw her high in the open sky, let her scan around and mark all the enemies for you. The worst way to use Dizzy is to keep her indoors and throw her at the floor. That allows enemies to dodge and sometimes not even get marked by her. Another amazing thing about this util is you could pick it back up and use it again after a small cooldown. The best way to use Dizzy is to use it in combination with you and your teammates. Obviously you want to blind them and then swing together and get multiple kills. Gekko's final piece of util is his ultimate, Thrash. Thrash is a very nice combination between the Skydog and Killjoy's ult, and it's unreal how powerful it is. Not only does Thrash move around quickly, he also detains your enemies and allows your duelist to get really easy kills. Also, you could pick Thrash back up and use him a second time in the round. How I personally like to use Thrash is in a few different ways. Inside of 1v1's post plant, also getting my team onto the site, and delaying pushes so my team could get there. The best combination I've seen with Thrash so far is using Thrash, getting the info, detaining enemies, and following up Thrash with a jet. For free, easy, fun kills. Now let's make Gekko your superstar agent on your team. Let's combine him with some amazing agents to really open up his util and win you games. Obviously, we're starting with Gekko, but I like to pair Gekko with Sage, Harbor, Jet, and Fade for the ultimate team comp. This way you get to use all of his util perfectly, get you on site, plant, blind enemies, get a ton of free kills. It is such an amazing team comp. Now that you know the perfect team comp to go with Gekko, let me go over a few ways to execute on the different bomb sites with different agents in this group. Here we have a perfect example of Gekko working with Harbor on the map Lotus, taking C site. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize my Dizzy while Harbor uses his wall. That way we can clear everyone on site. I send our little bro to plant. Harbor perfectly throws his bubble where little bro is going to go plant. We clear site together and cover him while he plants until we have bomb down, and then we get to back up, play post plant correctly. Now here's another example of pairing Gekko with Sage. We're here on Ascent B main. What Sage is going to do is Sage is going to position her wall to let us both safely cross. I'm going to send out our little bro to plant after I clear sight, of course. Molly off CT, clear market for an easy plant. So here's an example on how I would like to execute alone on a site on the map Lotus. So first out we get Dizzy, we throw her out, we molly back, drop, we plant the spike. If Dizzy gets a blind like they did on Harbor there, you get the kill and get a free round win. Now that you perfectly understand Gekko and all of his util and a perfect team comp around him, do me a favor, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what you think. I stream every single day over on Twitch, which you can find down in the description. I also upload Twitter and TikTok clips, so make sure you check those out as well. And before you're out of here, make sure you check out my last video and subscribe.